Welcome to this episode of the She Scales podcast, where today I feel called to come and talk to you about this. This wasn't planned. I haven't got any notes prepared for this. This is something that I feel called to come and speak to you about because so many of you are incredible at what you do, but your passion and your bigger mission in this world isn't coming across. And I totally get that you've been told to, get your positioning statement with your tangible outcome and your specific way that you help people and how you do it and how quick you can do it into one succinct sentence so that you can repeat it. And that's your elevator pitch. And that's amazing and necessary, might I add. But what I mean by this is bring your mission forwards, bring your mission into your content. What is the bigger impact that you're having in this world that wouldn't fit into a single sentence or that physically isn't tangible? You can't just wrap it up into one sentence. You can't just neatly draw a circle around it and accurately describe exactly what that thing is because it's massive. It's global, it's world changing, it's life changing. There is no finite thing because that mission, impact is ever evolving. It's not finite. And that's exactly the point. And what I mean by this is when you first came into business, you didn't come at this thinking, I want to help you sign 5 clients a month. I want to help my clients to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. I want to help my clients to find their husband in 6 weeks or less. And all of those examples I've just given are tangible positioning statements. They would be great for a bio. And when you're bringing in content, yes, bring in numbers, yes, bring in tangibility, yes, bring in measurability, so that you've got that finite thing. But when you're speaking about your message, and here's why I want to share this, why I'm hammering home this message piece, is that your people will be bought in by your values. I get that you want to make more money in your business and you want to sign more clients and you want to grow your revenue and you want more freedom. And you know that comes from growing your revenue because with more money comes more choice. But when you're wanting to make more money, lead with your heart, lead with your mission, lead with your bigger purpose and what you are put here on this earth to do. Because it's so much bigger than just a positioning statement or a sharp piece of content or a problem awareness post or here's how I helped my clients get X result in Y amount of time. You were put here with a bigger movement, a bigger purpose, a bigger mission, something that you were called to do. And that calling is based on more than just the stuff that you've learnt. It's based on who you are as a person. It's based on all of your life experience up until now, not just the things that you've learned since being a business owner. It's based on your natural talents, your natural USPs, your born gifts, as well as the things that you've accrued across your entire life and all of those experiences, everything that has shaped you into the person that you are now, not just what you've learned since becoming a business owner. And I really, really wanted to share this because it's so much bigger. And I think we can get a little bit caught up with messaging needing to be perfect. So this is why I wanted to share this, to be like, remember the fuck why you started. Remember why you started. There was a reason that you wanted to start a business, and it wasn't to make XK a month. It wasn't to sign X number of clients per month. It wasn't to help your clients do X, per month or in a certain time frame. It was because you wanted to make a bigger impact on this world. What was that? What was that bigger impact? What change did you want to see in the world? What change did you want to help people to experience? What impact did you want to have in this world? Bring that into your content. Bring that into your message. Because whilst, yes, there is an onus to improve your messaging and to call in either more empowered clients, or if you're trying to scale, either more frequency of clients or get a bigger reach on your message or bring in higher paying clients, whatever it is that is your scaling method. So yes, there is the get better at messaging piece. However, If you're speaking to your people and they can see, A, what you were put here on this earth to do, they can see the fire in your eyes and what you feel called to do and what you're going after, like what you stand for in this world and why you stand for those things, that can be so, so powerful. So, so powerful. Because then you'll get people who are bought in on your vision and your values, which is so much bigger than any particular messaging in any one post or piece of content. So the more that you can bring in, what is your bigger mission in this world? What impact are you having? What is your calling? This is going to be the most groundbreaking stuff and have the biggest impact on your business. When you lead with impact, that is what will affect your income. When you lead with mission, that's when you'll start making more money. If you're just chasing the money, it's going to come across like people will feel that. You can feel it because it's coming from a place of scarcity, need, and like chase, and it be very just like surface level driven. Whereas when you lead with, here's the impact that I'm having, here's the bigger change I want to make in this world, here's why I do things the way that I do them, and if you align with those things, come with me. See how much more empowering that is than, here's how I can help you make X number per month, or here's how I can help you lose 10 pounds in the next 7 days. You do need both, yes, but lead with impact. When you show people what change you're making in the world and why you want to make that change, lead with that. Because yes, there'll be some people that don't want to come with you on that journey, but that's fine. Again, we want to put off the people who don't align with our values. So the more that you can bring your values into your content and really say, what impact do you want to be having in that world, in this world, and why are those things important to you? You know, and this is where your own story will come into your content and people can understand how you've come to be the way that you are and really get you as a human, not just a business owner. And these might be things like personal experiences that shaped the way that you are now, things that as your personality grew over time, whether that was because of significant events or significant chapters that made you who you are today, things like life experiences, events, moments, relationships, things that happened to you or with you or around you that shaped you to become the person that you are, and why you care so passionately about the way that you're doing things or the bigger impact that you want to see in this world. Because the reason that you care will be rooted in either some part of you, your upbringing, what you learned, who you've become along the way, like, and it'll be far bigger than some content course that you took or some sales course that you took or some post that really inspired you. So I wanted to bring this home today so that you've always got, and come back to this podcast episode as often, whenever you need. When you lead with impact, the income will follow. So if you've been guilty of, where's my next client coming from? Where is the next bit of money coming from? I need to build my revenue. Catch that happening. Because if you're coming from a place of, I need these results, I need this to happen, you're openly just, you're trying to sell, you're not trying to serve. And when you focus on service, the sales will happen. When you focus on, instead of how can I get more, how can I give more? Sales is easy when you're putting stuff out that's of higher value than anything that you're asking for. So readjust the balance. If you're saying, I want to increase my income, okay, well, how can you increase your impact? How can you do something either today, this week, this month? How can you increase your impact? Lead with that first and the income will follow. But trying to chase income to hope to have more impact is going backwards. You'll just carry on going downhill. So readjust the balance, lead with impact. What is the bigger mission that you are having in this world? What is your purpose? What drives you? Why do those things drive you? Get people bought in on where you're going and why you want to go there, rather than just the surface level stuff of here's how I can help you to do X and Y in Z amount of time. Think bigger. What is your mission in this world? Where are you taking people? What does that next planet or universe look like? What does that dream reality look like? Why are you so committed to going to that reality? How will you stop at nothing until you get to that place? What is the things that you've spoken about that you want to reiterate? Maybe you've never spoken about why this is so important to you, in which case, freaking go for it. P.S. I was having a conversation with someone recently, and this person I've been friends with, I wouldn't say super close friends, but we've known each other from the online space for years. And I shared something on a call the other day that she said, Sarah, I had no idea about that. And this is someone that I've known for years, albeit not super close, but I had talked about this thing in content and on the podcast. So this is your reminder that even if you've spoken about things that either were significant and that shaped who you are and why you do things the way that you do and who you've become now, there's people in your world that haven't heard that. Even if you've said it multiple times, there's people in your world that have not heard either that chapter or that significant part of the story. Which is why for new people coming in, and there's always new people coming into your world, they need to hear that story. Yeah? Why do you do things the way that you do them? Why do you care so much? What either happened to you, with you, around you, that gave you this passion that you would wake the fuck up and do this for free if you had to, because that's how much you care about it. P.S. If you wouldn't wake up and do this for free, I ask you, are you passionate enough about it? Little uncomfortable conversation there. But for those of you that are like, this sets my heart on fire, this sets my soul on fire, I am lit up by this work. Where did that passion come from? Where did that fire come from? Bring this into all of your content and messaging. And then the need for everything to be word perfect and for you to overthink posts or not post at all will fall away, because you'll be leading with integrity and impact and your bigger purpose, and people will be lifted by that rather than looking to see if every word, every post speaks exactly to them. They'll be more bought in by where you're going than where you're at right now. Oosh! I feel like somebody needed to hear this today. This actually wasn't the episode that I was going to create today, but I felt called to share this. So if this has resonated with you, drop me a message on Insta or share it to your stories. I absolutely love when you share things. If it inspired you, don't forget to tag me so that I can see it and I can reshare it. So that's all for this episode. I'm going to be coming in to share some practical steps that you can bring in to build your freedom-based business. But if you enjoyed this episode, let me know. And P.S. I'm actually recording this on Monday, the 17th of February, which is the day that I am bringing back Sold Out Society membership. If you've been around here for a while, you'll know that we had this membership back in 2022. And it was filled full of absolutely golden trainings that we evolved over time. We brought so much good stuff in, but that I actually closed the membership in 2023 to focus on other products, bring out your freedom formula, and host a whole bunch of events that were going on in the UK at the same time. Whereas we're now bringing it back. So this is my monthly membership and my high impact community for women who want to not just sell their offers and sign more clients and post more unapologetic content and launch their programs and scale their online business, but who want to meet their people, who want to find their tribe, who want to connect with other women that are on this journey, who want to have a place where they can get sales support, strategic support, and that nurturing that you only get from being as part of a community, whether that's to get your questions answered or to hear what other people are asking and to be part of something that's bigger and building a movement of women who are unapologetically going after more freedom, more volume, more main character energy, who are committed to showing up with a bigger purpose in this world and who are 10xing their impact first, as well as their income and their freedom. So if that sounds like it's the perfect fit for you, I'll drop the society membership link underneath here so that you can be one of the first through the doors. It hasn't actually opened yet at the time of me dropping this episode. It'll be going live in a couple of hours. So the sneaky ones among you can get in early. We've got our welcome party on Thursday, and then we'll have our first group coaching call on the last Thursday of this month. So that's all for now. Team, if you enjoyed this episode, drop me a message on Insta, and I shall see you inside the next episode. Toodaloo!